Hello, Carbok here, and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 video. Today it is all about the moon base, which is moon base Z or Z, depending on how you want to say it or where you're from. Again, I've got another clip that I'm going to play you first off, and then I'm going to talk about it afterwards. So I'll let you watch the clip, and I shall get back to you on the other side.
Basically, you bring them into your backyard battleground, off we go. It's taken us to the moon now. When we're done, it'll take us back to the backyard battleground. So here's some first look at moon base Z. You can see the floaty physics that are on Rose and Kernal Corn, but actually here's one of the new characters we just introduced at Gamescom, Citron. There he is, he goes into his ball form. He becomes one of the fastest plants in the game. He can get around real quickly, but at a press of a button, he can pop back out and into his assault form. So, oh, let's see, he's run into a pesky little imp. Ooh, and got caught in a gravity grenade, and now the imp's calling down the mech. Let's see how this works out one-on-one. So Citron's built to go one-on-one with this guy, so there he just popped up his energy shield, which is a great one-way shield, so it absorbed that incoming missile attack, but he can still shoot out through it. And now he's launched his EM Peach. That actually is great for taking down the Zomboss tech and the robotic tech, so really cool stuff. And now we're rolling on. This is an abbreviated version of our map, just kind of intended to show off the characters and what's going on, but this is usually a full 24-player multiplayer mode. Sit and watch for a little bit.
Yeah, what is this here that just...
So that was basically, that's one of the bases. So the plants are trying to gather energy and enough sort of plant life on the moon to keep going and stop the solar eclipse. So we're going to switch to Rose here. We've gone inside a kind of biosphere. This is actually where the zombies have built up motels and stuff on the moon. But there's no, so we switch from low gravity to regular gravity here. This is our first look at Rose. She's kind of a disruptive character and also the builder. So she's summoning Guardian Crystal here, which helps defend the teleporter that she's just about to build, which really brings your plants to the front line. So Rose, she's no slouch one-on-one, but she's got to be careful to pick her battle. So her wand, she can cast magic thistles that are little homing explosives. So here comes Super Brain, she's going to take on. And now she's just cast a time snare, which pins him in place, lets some of those homing thistles land. Now she's cast her Arcane Enigma, which basically turns her into pure energy. Yeah, she's basically can move faster, do damage, and she's invulnerable. And my favorite ability of hers, Goatify. Yep, she can turn zombies into fully playable goats. Now, as a zombie, it's not totally fair. You can still move around. You have a few abilities, but you got to watch out for Rose if she's got that Goatify ready. So we see Kernal Corn coming into the frame from the left there. He's something our fans have been asking for since Garden Warfare 1, a real run and gun class to go head to head with the soldier zombie. So that's what he is. We're going to get a look at his abilities in just a sec. So here he's chasing down an astronaut scientist, but he's got dual cob blasters that rotate and spin out those corn kernels super fast to take guys down. Yeah, we're going to get a look at his husk hop right here. Basically, it leaps and launches him forward and above while he's shooting down, doing damage. And then my personal favorite of his abilities, yes, the butter barrage. Lob out a steaming hot baked potato. Corn bombers come in and drop down buttery bombs. I don't think Captain Deadbeard stood a chance. Nope, there it goes flying off. His last one we call the shuck shot. Basically charge up those blasters, launch him out for a heavy impact attack, and took out his nemesis, the soldier. So yeah, we're getting another look at one of the inside realms of the moon. But the story behind it is kind of that they're trying to power up this giant magnet to create a solar eclipse by mining special moon crystals. So you'll see a lot of the zombies' mooning equipment and where they live and work sort of on the dark side of the moon.
And what's the objective here?
The objective is actually so the plants are coming to shut down this magnet. So one of our favorite things in Garden Warfare 1 was the mini games that we created at the end to end the levels. And what we're going to see here is actually we're going to warp ahead to the mini game at the end of the level. And this is the giant processing plant where the power switch is. There's the big magnet in the middle at the back, and on the left side is an emergency override switch. And those glowing balls of energy are the magic crystals. Now, if the plants can get in control of them, they turn green. The more plants around them, they start to roll around the off switch. The zombies are trying to do the same thing. There's 3 to 5 crystals active at a time, and they try and push them towards the right and power the magnet up. So it's a battle to see if the plants can overload the magnet and stop that solar eclipse from happening, or the zombies can make it happen, darken the moon, and really push that battle forward. But it's crazy mayhem when you got 24 players trying to decide whether you got lots of decisions to make. Do you push the ball? Do you try and stop the other team from pushing the ball? Do you work together? There's lots of panels. It's popping up and down. Giant pinball game. It's a lot of fun when it gets going on in there. So it looks like the plants are going to win this one as it drops down into the emergency override. And we've got success. We're going to see sunlight for another day on Earth.
Whew. Rest easy.
Exactly.
So this is
That's Herbal Assault.
Okay.
So that is our multiplayer game mode. Now we took on a quest to actually put us into that Herbal Assault mode, and we're going to get bonus XP and stuff because we took on that quest and went into the multiplayer mode with our friends and actually won that match, which helps progress and level up our characters.
So yeah, there you go. It shows you all 3 new characters' abilities as well. Rose, which are now obviously in past videos didn't quite know what her abilities were, but you've got the arcane one, which is basically like a bit like the warp from the scientist. I know it's easy to make a comparison; they are individual characters themselves. You've obviously got Goatify, which looks pretty cool, and I did now see it. Where you can change your character, and basically you have to be a goat for a little while, so that looks pretty awesome. As you might have noticed in the video as well, in the little clip, she is going to be the one doing all the teleportation stuff, so she's going to take a similar role to what the engineer did in Garden Warfare 1. She's bringing up the, like, what is the equivalent of the turrets, they're defenders, I think crystal defenders in the moon map. And obviously the teleporters to bring people closer in Herbal Assault. Next up, we've seen, like I say, Kernal Corn using his abilities with the butter barrage, which looks pretty cool. It just drops down a like an airstrike sort of thing. The Huskop and the Shook Shot, both rocket and the flip, where you shoot in while in mid-air upside down, looks amazing. And I know these ain't in order, but Citron also showing there some of his abilities. The EM Peach is also available there, which seems to be going to be going for one-on-one with the Imp, which I was kind of worried about what was going to tackle the Imp and Mech with the high amounts of health, but it seems that EM Peach can take it out pretty well. We'll wait and see when the full game's out, but as far as I've seen so far, that seems to be the character to take out the Z-Mech. You say yeah, and obviously we all know the shield and the ball charge. I presume he's going to have like a powered ability, and also it's going to be good for moving around, getting to places quicker. But it's all, I think it's going to have like a charge as well, where it's going to knock the zombies out of the way more aggressively. And again, sorry to compare, but it is going to be similar to the Ultra Tackle sort of style. So the map itself, as we've seen, he says inside the clip that it's a rendered down version, it's a smaller version. So we're going to have like the same sort of thing going on as previous in Gardens and Graveyards. Obviously get to the objectives, and they, like you've seen, there's going to be like a mini game at the end. These seem a bit more complex, so I like the fact that you've got to decide whether you're going to push this ball across or stop the other ones pushing the balls across. It seems like it's going to be a little fun end to the game. As we kind of gathered as well, the low gravity and no gravity and the gravity switch thing is going to be on. So there is at some points going to be the low gravity, so you're going to be floating around the map. It's going to be pretty cool. So pretty much everything in that clip there is explained for you, so I'm not going to carry on dribbling on for too long. Like always, if you want to leave your comments and what you think about this map, are you excited for it? I think everyone is by now. Feel free to leave it your suggestions and your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video for now. Thanks for watching, and I shall catch you all later. Bye now.